depending on outcome of conflicts, important global elections and geopolitical forces that will create critical moments in coming year. America and world may look very different as of January 1, 2025. An important White House race will once again jeopardize democracy in the United States. While wars in Ukraine Gaza are at risk much broader repercussions, they are threatened by economic and political stability, mass migration flows, fears of economic stagnation, the expanding impacts climate change. In most cases, extremely powerful democratic governments have a hard time showing their voters they know the answers. The world does not change when a calendar moves from one year to the next. But given combination of events we know will happen this year and all the unknowns, 2024 Olympic year could be a turning point in 21st century history. A groundbreaking U.S. election. The most predictable global shock of 2024 will be the election of Trump, who will only be the second U.S. president to win a non-consecutive era. The former president already tells us clearly that he intends to test U.S. democracy and the American-led global order through the biggest test. The Republican leader vows that presidency will use authority to revenge its enemies and to intimidate the bureaucracy, making government an instrument of own personal power. Comparisons with the Nazis are exaggerated at this point, but Trump's rhetoric is 1930. It reminds of demagogy in the lanes and is a harbinger of America's potentially most extreme presidency. Abroad, Trump signals that he will leave Ukraine get closer to autocrats like Russian President Vladimir Putin, and that his hostility alliances could even jeopardize NATO. Time is running out for Republican candidates to topple Trump, as long as there is no shortage Iowa and New Hampshire next few weeks. The former president will have more control over GOP than when he left Washington. Shame. January 2021. The country had never faced such an election before. A former president facing 91 crimes in 4 criminal cases, including criminal claims against democracy. He is being tried by a private lawyer under his successor's direction. If Trump wins, it will be one of the most striking and sinister returns in political history. Against Trump, the latest political campaign of President Joe Biden's political career, which began when Richard Nixon was in the White House, will be his next battle of self-declared struggle to save America's soul. Biden's team reassures timid Democrats that if Trump gets on GOP list, voters will be on the side of president to prevent an extremist takeover. But 81-year-old name is skeptical that he has the endurance and intelligence to serve in second term. High prices have negatively affected the economic record of voters. Despite inflation declining, new global conflicts and challenges to U.S. power undermine Biden's claim to be a master of foreign policy. The president's coalition may be eroding, especially among young